This is Facts News. I'm Jay Yandel. Just the facts, every time. Obama Center's opening draws former presidents, music legends, and A-list celebrities.
Barack Obama has celebrated his presidential center opening with a star-studded group.
Hello, Chicago!
On the South Side, where he got his start and where wife Michelle was born, it was an extraordinary gathering.
Hi, I'm Bruce, and
From Bruce Springsteen to Bono and The Edge. A 2008 Obama campaign theme song. The ex-president appeared to wipe a tear as wife Michelle spoke.
You made the hardest job in the world look like a walk in this beautiful park.
And when he took the mic,
I hope this center will serve as an affirmation of just how special, how precious our democracy truly is.
Moments later, another campaign theme from Stevie Wonder. Both Presidents Obama and Clinton sang along, smiling, as George W. Bush and Joe Biden sat nearby. 4 of the 5 living presidents. Donald Trump was not there, months after calling the Obama Center a total disaster. I'm Sagar Meghani.
And in New York, it's all about the Knicks.
There were tons of screaming fans, tons of blue and orange confetti falling, and one NBA championship team, the New York Knicks, making their way up the Canyon of Heroes for their ticker tape parade Thursday.
You really did it, dog.
MVP Jalen Brunson at the City Hall ceremony after.
Somehow, some way, I knew we were going to find a way to get this done.
Alicia Keys performed. And Mayor Mamdani gave the team and owner James Dolan keys to the city.
We waited without ever knowing if this day would come, and we waited because we knew deep down in our sick, suffering hearts that it would. New York City, this team has done it.
So many fans came out for the parade 3 hours before it even started. All the viewing pens were full, police turning spectators away. At City Hall in Manhattan, I'm Julie Walker.
This is Facts News. Police in Kansas City, which is hosting World Cup matches, are searching for a suspect they described as armed and dangerous after a series of shootings.
We are hot on the trail of this subject, and we want to make sure that he's taken into custody as soon as possible.
Police say an Uber driver taking fans to Arrowhead Stadium for the Argentina-Algeria World Cup match was among those injured. 2 passengers told the outlet La Nacion that someone in a car came alongside their Uber and fired 2 shots. They thought the sound was a car tire popping until they saw the driver had been hit in the leg. 3 of the shootings were along Interstates 70 and 670. Police tracked the suspect to a home in Independence Wednesday, but after an overnight standoff when they entered the house, the suspect was no longer there. I'm Jennifer King.
How many Americans can afford high-quality health care? A new poll finds the number has fallen.
New data from the West Health Gallup Affordability Index shows that only half of U.S. adults could afford their health care and had access to quality care last year. Concerns about affording health care in the year ahead were also at a record high since tracking began in 2021. The survey, conducted from October to December 2025, shows that inflation and rising health care costs were straining Americans even before health care cuts took effect this year. Many are worried they won't be able to pay for care. The findings show a decline in healthcare affordability across various demographics, including among younger adults, older adults, and women. Haya Panjwani, Washington.
Israel seized more land from neighbors since 2023 than it has in decades.
Over the past 2.5 years, Israel has taken control of swaths of Gaza, Lebanon, and Syria that amount to its largest expansion of militarily occupied lands in decades. It's an area larger than many major cities, roughly 386 square miles or 1,000 square kilometers, and Israel has said it plans to stay indefinitely. Israel calls these areas buffer zones and says they are needed to prevent future attacks by militant groups. These areas are not new borders, which require an agreement between 2 countries, but many fear that these changes could become long-lasting. I'm Karen Shamas.
U.S. Vice President Vance says more ships have been allowed through Iranian ports now that the blockade has been lifted under the New Deal.
If I was in the cabinet of the Israeli government, I might not be attacking the only powerful ally that I have anywhere left in the entire world. And the second message I would give to some of those cabinet members, Bibi, to his credit, has not gone down this path, but to some of these cabinet members in Israel who are attacking the President of the United States, the other thing that I would say is that over the last 3 months, 2/3 of the defensive weapons that have protected your homeland have been built by American hands and paid for by American tax dollars. The problem for Israel is not Donald J. Trump. And anybody in Israel who thinks their biggest problem is the President of the United States needs to wake up and smell the reality of the situation that country is in.
And the vice president says he has a message for those criticizing the Iran agreement.
Have a little bit of faith in the President of the United States. The idea that he is going to strike a deal that's been bad for the American people, it's preposterous. He is the person who has had the courage to fundamentally transform our relationship with Iran and with a lot of other countries over the last year and a half. He believes in this deal. He is going to see it to completion. And if the Iranians don't comply, we still have every single tool and point of leverage that we have today.
Red, white, and blue, a strategy for survival as Native Americans navigate 250 years of history.
The chair of Native American and Indigenous Studies at Dartmouth College, Bruce Duthu, says United States lawmakers have been able to pass legislation that holds non-tribal citizens accountable for crimes committed in Indian country, enabling tribes to build power in the United States.
The U.S. is routinely at the top of the heap in terms of a country that, despite all of the flaws, at least now in the last 50 years or so, seems to have gotten it right.
Federal regulators ordered grid operators to speed power to energy-hungry AI centers.
Federal regulators have ordered regional grid operators to help large energy users connect more quickly to the nation's inefficient and aging electric transmission system. They're saying it's a step needed to accommodate surging demand from power-hungry artificial intelligence data centers. The Federal Energy Regulatory Commission said its order leaves states in control of retail electric rates, terms, and conditions. The Commission's actions come as a backlash grows against data centers over concerns about the massive amounts of energy and water they use, and fears about noise and air pollution, water shortages, and a loss of open space or farmland. I'm BJ Odom, Washington.
This is Fax News.